Warning, avoid this mistake. This was stupidity at its best. I'm on my way to Nerja. I know by the time you've watched this, you already know I'm in Nerja. I'm just leaving Malaga. I've already missed a couple of buses, and I'm going to tell you why. But don't make this mistake. And some important information. Let me show you where I am. So I'm just round the corner from the E station, just round there. See all the buses just parked here? Potentially that's the bus we're getting on in a wee minute. Not that one, the next one that comes, okay? Hopefully I'm going to go on it. I've got my bus ticket. I'll tell you how I got this. I booked it online and I've ended up with a paper ticket. I'll tell you all about it. Just down to the right, main shopping street in Malaga behind there, which is beautiful. The cathedral, 5 minutes walk away from here. And around this way, we've got a nice walk along the promenade. Beautiful walk actually down to the port area. There's a couple of big cruise ships in just now. I've done another video, you'll see it on there. You've already seen it probably by now anyway. We're going to go on the bus and I'm going to see you in Nerja. Yes, I will see you in Nerja, and I'm going to tell you what to avoid, because it's pretty easy to do this. Not everybody will do it. And there's a couple of things I need to let you know about here, because you can think you can just rock up and get the bus here. It's not as simple as that. Okay, so there's a couple of different bus stations in Malaga. This is the E station, and there's another one near the big train station about a mile away over that side, so you can get buses to Nerja and all over basically Spain from these stations. I think mostly this one's mostly regional, within a couple of hours. There's buses to Benalmádena, Fingarola and Torremolinos that come here, but I've got no idea why people get the buses when you can get the metro. There's a hop on, hop off bus. I was just having a wee chat with the girl there. I think it's about, is it €27 or something, and an extra €8 you get a wee boat tour and you get a flamenco show, so it's quite a good deal actually if you do the wee extra €8, and it's jam packed as you can see. I'm going to go on it one day, 100%. Ticket value 24 hours it lasts for. This is where I'm getting the bus to Nerja. Worryingly enough, they've got Nerja advertised there. My bus is not meant to come for 10 minutes. The wee ticket booth is down here, and I'll speak to the lady at the ticket booth because it ended up missing my first bus, and I'm going to tell you about that in a wee minute. This is where you can buy the tickets. You can also buy them online, and a lot of the other buses go here. So hopefully I'm going to go on this next bus, which could be this one here actually. Right, let's cut to Nerja and I'll see you in Nerja. Okay, finally I've made it to Nerja. It took 47 minutes exactly on that bus. It went direct from Malaga to Nerja. There was one seat left in the bus. I'll tell you about that in a wee second. Bit of a random bit where it is at the top of Nerja, the bus station here, and buses go to Malaga. I don't know if they go direct to the airport. I think you need to go off Malaga and then connect. I'm going to just show you this wee place here. This was the cheapest place. There's a private bathroom tonight. Hostel Azahara. It was about £59 I could have got it for, but I didn't book it. It would be ideal but for heading out of Nerja the next day. But further down you're going to see it. We're going to walk down to the town centre and we'll show you a wee bit of Nerja, and I'm also going to tell you about the stupid mistake I made and how I was very lucky to even get on that bus. Don't make the same mistake, okay? We're going to have a wee walk down to Nerja, and I think the other side of the road is where you get the bus back to Malaga, and there's also buses that go to, is it Frigilana? I've actually met quite a lot of people who live in this area, just standing at the bus stop having a wee chat with them from the UK. They live over here just outside Nerja, and they love it. It's a lovely place, Nerja, really nice. So yeah, we're going to head down to Nerja town centre, and I'll tell you all about this bus journey. Oh dear. Right, that's the wee Alza ticket office across there. That's quite important because you can't pay cash in these buses or by card. You have to get a bus ticket. It's a weird system they've got here, and of course they'll solve most of the places. It's probably the bus going back to Malaga. Now you can book it online. There's a few websites you can book it. Omio is one, OMIO, and I'll tell you in a minute why it might be better to book it online, although not cheaper. We'll talk about that in a wee second. I'm just going to ask a few questions over here in this wee bus terminal, and then we're going to go right. I'm going to head right down to beautiful Nerja. Right, before we even get to Nerja, I'm going to give you some important information here. If you've not pre-booked a ticket online, your bus to Malaga is going to come down here. There's no direct bus to the airport, so you're going to need to go to Malaga, then get the metro or a bus or a taxi, okay? And the important thing to note is, if it's really busy here, which it always is busy here, right, this is quite a small queue. I have stayed here before and the bus has been right behind me, and the queue's been so big, everybody waiting their ticket, I've missed the bus and had to wait till an hour on the next bus. That's how stupid the system is here, right? You can't just tap on, tap off with the driver, there's no card machines, there's no machines or anything like that. So basically, I would advise, if you're coming here for the day or you're coming back the next day, get your ticket in advance, either online or buy it at the ticket booth the day before. Don't risk coming here 10 minutes before the bus. If there's a big queue, you'll miss your bus. It's a crazy system. They have got these big screens now with the timetable. Of course, the timetable has just went off there. The timetable does come up there. They've also got a website, you can check it as well. But basically, the bus is back down the way, all come here. Right, let's head into beautiful Nerja, and I'll tell you about my experience in Malaga and the most stupid mistake you'll ever make. Okay, they've got a nice wee restaurant over here. So that's where the bus will drop you off, basically, if you're coming from Malaga. And you basically just want to come down here, past this nice wee cafe, and just take a right. If you're going to head down to the balcony, was it the balcon or the balcony? Balcon de Europa. Plaza Tutti Frutti, that comes alive at night with some nightlife actually. There's a nice wee garden and park here, which is pretty nice, just across the road. So basically in Nerja, we're just going to head down the way. Now I nearly did not make this. Wait till I tell you. Okay, so basically I booked the bus last night and it was after midnight, and I booked the bus for 11:15 this morning. I booked it through Omeo. Now another reason I booked it through Omeo, the website, is because it would guarantee me a seat in the bus. It's the same situation at Malaga as it is at Nerja. If you turn up 10 minutes before the bus, a lot of the buses are fully booked, you won't go on them. So I'm going to advise basically the same as Nerja. If you're coming from Malaga, book your bus in advance, like I done, but don't make the same mistake that I done. Wait till I tell you what I done. It's unbelievable. And I'm going to tell you how I managed to get around that mistake. It didn't cost me much more money, it cost me time. Time is money when you're doing this job, I can tell you. It's so frustrating when you get stuck somewhere for a couple of hours and you can't do videos. It's pretty nice here. Usually the wee fountain's on, don't know why it's not on today. It's a nice wee bit. Right, let's head down to Nerja. These wee lovely wee side streets are nice. When we get down to the bottom, it's even nicer. There'll be videos coming obviously down at the balcony. Right, so I'd say book it in advance. Away we go down this way to the right. A lot of noisy people on bikes here, mind you. It's usually pretty quiet in there. There's another wee hostel up there that's pretty affordable. Accommodation's not really expensive in there, but it's not cheap. Some of the nicer hotels are going to cost a wee bit of money. We can head down that way, get these lovely wee side streets. I think we'll go down this main road to the left. Okay. So what I was doing is I booked it after midnight, and on Omeo's website, you can check it yourself, for some reason when you're booking it, it defaults to the next day, and obviously my brain was confused. So what I've done by mistake is I've actually booked it for the next day. So I turned up at the bus station and I'm thinking, oh, I've got loads of time here. Right, we're going to go down here, hold on. Pep & Co. Thought I'd show you that. Did not expect to see a wee Pep & Co here, eh? That used to be a supermarket, I think. Yeah, so basically I booked it for the next day. So I turned up and the driver came, the bus was really busy, right? And I booked it, it was like €6 or €7. It's actually dearer to book it online than it is at the ticket office, I think. You take a booking fee of €1.50 or something. And the driver's like, nope, it's no good, it's for tomorrow. And I was like, you're joking? I was like, okay. I says, Ed, can you let me on? He's not interested, right? He's like, nope. To be fair, it was kind of full, but I probably could have got on it, right? But he's got other people maybe to pick up. I don't know. I think he could have had some discretion and let me on. But anyway, I says, I've got time just to buy a ticket. The ticket booth was right next to the bus. So I went to the ticket booth, there was chatting to a lady. I turned round, the driver just drove away. So I was raging. I was like, he just could have waited 30 seconds to bought a ticket. Anyway. Then it got complicated. the lady in the ticket booth basically says, right, you've got the wrong ticket, and I says, okay, can you book me on the next bus, or just pay and book the next bus? She didn't offer me any amendments or anything like that, okay, because I booked it with a different company online, and she says the next bus is full, and then the next bus after this is at 2 o'clock. This is at 11:15. I need to get to Nerja to do videos, and I says 2 o'clock. I says, right, okay, let me think about that one. I didn't think that all the buses were booked at 2 o'clock. So what I done is I went back onto the Omeo website and I checked the next bus, and the next bus had 2 seats left at 12:45. So the lady told me the next bus was at 2 o'clock, it was fully booked, but I could book it online. So I went back to the ticket booth and I says to the lady, I showed her my phone, and I says, look, I says, I can book this for 12:45. I says, can you give me a ticket for 12:45, or do I have to book it online? And she was just like, no, it's full. And I'm like, okay. So at that point I was just going to ignore the lady and go direct to the website, book it online to get me on the bus. So at that point she then took the phone off me, looked at my booking, and basically amended the booking for €1.50 to the 12:45. Now bear in mind, 2 minutes previously she told me there was no buses available to 2 o'clock, and she'd offered me no amendments, I was having to pay for a new ticket. So all of a sudden she became helpful. I don't know what was going on there. So then I get a bit worried because there was a big massive queue for the next bus, as you've seen at the start of this video, and luckily I got on it. Okay, so we're starting to go into the centre. You start to see some signs for hotels and stuff like that. My hotel is down in the plaza. If you know Nerja centre, the plaza is just right in the middle, and the hotel's in a really good location. You're going to see that obviously in the channel. It's not the cheapest hotel. I've actually pushed the boat out a wee bit in this one because I got a lot of people saying, Kevin, just pick a hotel that we'd stay in, not the ones that you'd like to stay in. So there's always a balance between filming a nicer hotel, maybe a bit more expensive for the channel, and then obviously being sensible and saying, right, okay, we don't know how the videos are going to do, so let's not spend any too much money, because at the end of the day, nothing's sponsored. Everything I spend here basically is expenses. Lovely wee streets in there, down the wee side streets, I don't know where this bus is going. I think I need to go back up the way to get the bus back, but we'll see. Wee tobacconists we're going to pass down here as well. Okay, so the next bus came, obviously it came at 12:50, the one, I don't think you've seen it, I don't think I filmed it actually, it wasn't that one. The next one came and it was jam-packed, massive queue, and we got right to the end. There was only about 7 or 8 people behind me, and he stopped, people coming on, and he says how many, he went on and counted the amount of people on the bus, and then he came back to me and he says there was 1 seat left on the bus. So when I booked it there was 2 seats, but then I noticed behind him there was another bus I think going to Nerja. So I think the bus was so busy they put an extra bus on, because basically I had a ticket for the 12:50 bus. It says 12:45 the website, it's actually 12:50 according to the ticket office. So basically I was so lucky to get on that bus. It also says on the website the bus takes like an hour, 20 minutes. It took 47 minutes direct to Nerja. And the bus back tomorrow to Malaga at the ticket office here, they said it takes an hour and 20 minutes. So I'm not sure about that. You need to get a connecting bus to the airport. You can get that from the port, quite close to the beach, or you can get the metro if you walk to the metro station. The metro's a lot easier if you need to get to the metro station. Anyway, we're just about in Nerja. So let me know if anybody's done that. I've actually booked a hotel for the wrong day. I turned up at a hotel, I can't remember what it was somewhere in mainland Spain. I turned up for a booking and they're like, you don't have a booking? I'm like, yeah I do. Like, no, you've booked it for tomorrow. I booked the wrong day. Oh, Torremolinos, and ended up having to book an extra night and stay in it because it was non-refundable. So I have done it a few times, but it's easy done, isn't it? It's easy done. Right, do we go down that way or down this way? About a 10-minute walk down the hill to the centre of Nerja from the bus stop. These side streets down here, we go down here. Yeah, about a 10-minute walk. And it's well worth it. Most people when they come to the Costa del Sol, they go south from Malaga, they go to Torremolinos, Benalmádena, Marbella. I think you need to try and come north, come up to Nerja. It's a lovely place. Let's head down to the front. Some of the hotels getting advertised here. Perla Marina is a nice hotel, that's near the Rue Monica. None of these hotels I'm in a, I think it's quite a basic hotel, but the location's really good. I think I probably should go down that way. Let's cut this and we'll see you a wee bit further in the centre in a minute. Okay, I got lost. Basically when you walk down the hill you have to veer to the left to get to the centre, okay? Either the bus stops a bit further away than I thought, or I got lost. It's probably the latter. Let me show you a wee bit of beautiful Nerja. How nice is it here, eh? Oh, the wee cow following me again, always here, always here. Nice, eh? It tells you round the corner. The blue lounge bar. We'll be doing lots of videos here. Probably mostly at night, I think, time I get checked in the hotel. I'm going to get a wee ice cream somewhere, definitely, that's for sure. I'm going to have tapas up in the wee tapas alley place near the Civillino. It's absolutely brilliant. You usually get a wee tapas and a beer, it's like next to nothing, €2 or €3. I wonder if they're still doing that deal. Hopefully they are. Hopefully they are. When we get up there we'll find out soon enough. This is us nearly here. So basically I think it's a 15-minute walk down the hill. It's going to be further back up, mind you. I need to reassess my route when I go back up the way. But yeah, avoid that mistake. Be careful when you're booking the bus dates. But I'm going to advise, if you're coming to Nerja or going back down to Malaga, you're best booking your bus in advance. A lot of the buses I have seen are fully booked here. When I was waiting on the bus to Nerja, lots of people were coming up to the ticket office and trying to buy a ticket for the bus I was going on, and the lady was like, ah, it's fully booked. And saying that, she told me it was fully booked, so I don't know whether that was true or not, but it was really, because there was only one seat left when I got on. And here we are, beautiful Nerja. Oh, my hotel is just round the corner, you'll see it in another video, of course. Ben and Jerry's, wee tapas place. The seafront, oh, absolutely stunning. Tapas alley place, just 5-minute walk to the left up the hill. It's a nice wee classy place in Nerja, you don't really get any idiots in it. Menorca, to be fair, was the same. Menorca Mahon was lovely as well. Check out my videos, that's where I've came from to get here. I know it's complicated if you've missed those videos, but already it's pretty busy. This is about 2 o'clock maybe in the afternoon, and it's pretty busy. A lot of people looking over the balcony. Beautiful, eh? Okay, thanks for watching to the end, really appreciate it. Avoid that mistake, try and book the bus on the correct day, but I do advise book it in advance if you can, or even pop down if you're close to the ticket office, your hotel. Just go and get a ticket for the next day. It'll be a lot easier for you, it guarantees you get a seat in the bus. Okay, goodbye from beautiful Nerja. Ice cream time over there, oh I can't wait.